and welcome to GameTales, Dragon Age, the Fade. I was shown vast oceans containing not water but memories drawn from the minds of dreamers. I drifted through frozen moments like paintings, perfect in each detail. The Fade, known by the Dalish and some humans as the Beyond, is a metaphysical realm that is tied to Thedas and separated by the veil. According to the Chantry, the Fade is a realm of primeval matter from which the Maker formed the physical world and all living beings. It is sometimes compared to a well of souls, with Lyrium being its emerald waters. It was the first realm created by the Maker, populated with spirits, the first of the Maker's children. Growing unsatisfied with them, as what they created was fleeting, ever-changing, he then created Thedas, separated from the Fade by the veil, and populated by mortal creatures. Many spirits grew jealous of these new children, and became what mortals call demons, craving and emulating their basest desires and sins. The Chant of Light states that the Black City was originally the Golden City, seat of the Maker. An attempt by Tevinter Magisters to physically enter the city blackened it with their prideful ambition, and their punishment was to be cast down as the first of the Darkspawn, commencing the first blight. When the Chant of Light spreads to all corners of the world, supposedly the Maker will forgive mankind and return, restoring the Golden City. The Dalish refer to the Fade as the Beyond, and believe that it is a holy place and at once the home of the gods. They also tell that following Venharel's deception before the fall of Orphan, the gods now lie imprisoned in the internal city at the heart of the Fade, while the dread wolf roams, gleefully feasting on the souls of the dead. There is no geography in the Fade. Place and time are far less important than concepts and symbols. The substance of the Fade is sometimes referred to as the ether. In its raw form, the Fade is a twisted, frightening world of dark rock and raw lyrium veins, where it is always night and gravity affects nothing equally. Gaps between dreams are such void places. An island with the Black City, a shadowy metropolis with twisted spires, seems to be the only constant feature of the Fade, always on the horizon. No one has managed to reach it since over-ambitious mages physically invaded the Fade in minus 395 ancient. Even the most powerful demons keep their distance. The Fade may appear as something else entirely when shaped by dreams. Much of the Fade is split up into fiefs or demesnes belonging to the spirits or demons that live there, and they change the landscape of the Fade to emulate what they see in the minds of mortal dreamers. They copy locations, objects, people, and concepts of the real world, often in a cruel or confusing way. These copies are nowhere near consistent and fluctuate according to the movement of the dreamers. Spirits whose realms are flocked with visitors rise to rule great portions of the Fade, while memories and concepts forgotten in the real world slowly drift away back into the ether, the spirits who ruled them losing all potency. People of Thedas visit the Fade mentally when they dream, even though they do not remember the time spent there. The notable exception are the dwarves, who do not dream. The Canary also claim that they do not dream as humans or elves do. Entering the Fade is forbidden according to the Coon, and the Canary are rarely encountered there, but evidence suggests that at least some of them do dream. Mages tap into the Fade when they cast spells and are able to remain conscious whilst travelling there. Members of the Circle frequently visit the Fade with the aid of lyrium, in particular during the rite of harrowing, in which an apprentice is pitted against a demon and ultimately either put to death as an abomination or promoted to full mage status. Dreamers are capable of entering the Fade at will. Mages are also able to bring other individuals into the Fade, including dwarves and golems. Demons do not create everything in the Fade, they set the stage, as it were, and we fill it with our own dreams and nightmares. Belief and willpower are paramount in the Fade. Everything that exists there exists by expression of thought and reflects expectations of the dreamer. People dream of their loved ones in the Fade because the spirits there recognize the bond between souls, and that bond has power in dreams. An individual expecting to see a demon rather than a spirit will see one if they allow preconceptions to cloud their view of the dream world. A doorway in the Fade is simply a transition. It could be used to reach almost anywhere one desired. Magic use is possible in the Fade, though spells work unpredictably there, as magic does not follow natural rules. Even though a mage cannot change every aspect of the Fade, they can draw unprecedented power from it while sleeping. Similarly, even non-mages may instinctively shape the Fade in small ways, armoring and arming themselves with weapons able to cut even in dreams. Fade visitors often speak of its shifting paths that cannot be charted or secured, but can be traversed with a guide, be it a wisp, spirits, a ghost, two legendary ravens called Fear and Deceit, or even the Master Scryer Falondine of the Elven Pantheon. Familiarity with shape allows the Forbidden Ones to travel paths unaided. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and in to the next. Every living being in Thedas enters the Fade when their spirit leaves their body after death. The Dalish elves believe that in the time of Arlathan, their ancestors did not die, but rather entered a dreamlike state called Ufenera, in which their souls wandered the Fade, accompanied by Falondine and Durthaman. They would learn the secrets of dreams, and some would return to the people with new-found knowledge. The Chantry holds that when a person dies, their soul passes through the Fade to the afterlife and the Maker's side. Those who have turned away from the Maker enter the Fade and are lost, returning to the ether from which they were formed. They are stuck in the Fade and doomed to wander endlessly. Some verses of the Chant of Light hint at reincarnation, or even of life after death, as the Cult of Spirits suggests. Canari consider the Fade the land of the dead.